All right, so today we'll be discussing about the marketing mix product. स्पेलिंग को इग्नोर कर दीजिएगा, स्पेलिंग हम चेंज कर लेंगे. मार्केटिंग मिक्स प्रोडक्ट. अब व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय मार्केटिंग मिक्स? पहले तो हमने इस चीज़ को देखना है कि व्हाट इज़ आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द मार्केटिंग मिक्स. मार्केटिंग मिक्स क्या है? इज अ टर्म विच इज़ यूज टू डिस्क्राइब ऑल द एक्टिविटीज which go into marketing a product or a service. These activities are often summarized as the 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion. So ये 4 P's हैं जो मिल के आपकी ओवरऑल मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजी को डिवाइस करते हैं, आपकी प्रोडक्ट की डायरेक्शन को डिवाइस करते हैं. सो सिंस वी आर इन टू द बेसिक्स ऑफ द बिजनेस स्टडीज, तो अभी हम इसको पढ़ रहे हैं 4 P's ऑफ मार्केटिंग. But when you go to the internet, you may find out 7 P's of marketing as well. So इन्हीं 4 P's को हमने later on extend कर दिया. But right now हमारा focus है 4 P's of the marketing में. This is called as the marketing mix of 4 P. 4 P क्या है? Product, price, प्लेस एंड प्रमोशन स्ट्रैटेजी. ये 4 चीज़ें हैं. सो इस चैप्टर में हमारा फोकस होगा प्रोडक्ट स्ट्रैटेजी, कि प्रोडक्ट के अंदर क्या कुछ चेंजेस लाई जा सकती हैं. बट ओवरऑल पहले हम देखते हैं कि व्हाट इज़ मार्केटिंग मिक्स. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट प्रोडक्ट, जब हम प्रोडक्ट का वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं, सो इसका मतलब क्या है? प्रोडक्ट मीन्स दिस इज व्हाट अ कंपनी सेल्स. A product can be a toy, it can be a dress, it can be even a service like an haircut. अब यहाँ पे एक इंटरेस्टिंग एलिमेंट है कि व्हेन वी यूज द वर्ड प्रोडक्ट, तो इसका मतलब क्या ये है कि हम सर्विस की बात नहीं कर रहे? नो. प्रोडक्ट का मतलब एनी सर्विस दैट इज ऑफर्ड बाय बिजनेस इज आल्सो इंक्लूडेड इन द प्रोडक्ट. प्रोडक्ट का मतलब कोई टैंजिबल प्रोडक्ट नहीं है. प्रोडक्ट का मतलब एनी सर्विस, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल टॉकिंग अबाउट अ स्कूल और कॉलेज, देयर प्रोडक्ट इज एजुकेशन सर्विस. So education service is also termed as generically as a product as well. ठीक है. अब एग्जाम्पल आपके पास गिवन है. इन पाकिस्तान a company called as service shoes makes comfortable and durable shoes that people can wear every day. अब जो सर्विस शूज की तरफ से शूज हैं, जो उसके शूज हैं, दैट इज इटसेल्फ अ प्रोडक्ट. अब ये इम्पैक्ट को देखें. इफ द प्रोडक्ट इज गुड, more customers will buy it. If it is not, they might go to a competitor. So हमने एक चीज़ तो अंडरस्टैंड की. In order to make any business successful, it is very important for us to understand कि हमारी जो प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी है या जो प्रोडक्ट है वो शुड बी ऑफ एन ऑप्टिमल क्वालिटी एज पर द डिज़ायर ऑफ द कस्टमर. क्योंकि अगर प्रोडक्ट अच्छी नहीं होगी, पीपल मे नॉट बाय दैट प्रोडक्ट. सो हम एक चीज़ तो देख रहे हैं कि 4 P's में प्रोडक्ट इज़ अ वाइटल एलिमेंट. अब सेकेंड पी देखते हैं, जिसको नेक्स्ट चैप्टर्स के अंदर हम देखेंगे, दैट इज़ द प्राइस एलिमेंट. अब प्राइस क्या है? प्राइस मीन्स दिस इज हाउ मच द प्रोडक्ट कॉस्ट्स. द कॉस्ट ऑफ अ प्रोडक्ट, कितने पे वो सेल करते हैं उस प्रोडक्ट को. कंपनीज नीड टू थिंक अबाउट व्हाट देयर कस्टमर्स कैन अफोर्ड. फॉर इंस्टेंस, अ खाड़ी, a popular clothing brand in Pakistan, offers clothes at different price ranges to cater to different customers. खाड़ी पे चले जाएं, बुनेंजा पे चले जाएं, आगा नूर पे चले जाएं, किसी भी सफ़ायर पे चले जाएं. सो टॉक अबाउट एनी ब्रांड, दे हैव कैटेगराइज देयर प्रोडक्ट्स इन मल्टीपल प्राइस रेंजेस सो दैट एक अफोर्डेबिलिटी का एलिमेंट कैन बी क्रिएटेड. अगर प्राइस बहुत हाई होगी तो कस्टमर्स माइट नॉट बाय द प्रोडक्ट. अगर बहुत लो होगी, द कंपनीज माइट नॉट मेक अ प्रॉफिट, या अदरवाइज इफ इट इज़ टू लो, पीपल विल परसीव इट एज अ लो क्वालिटी. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपकी प्राइस कम है तो इट्स अ गुड थिंग फॉर द कस्टमर. नो, मैनी ऑफ द कस्टमर्स डोंट लाइक द लोअर प्राइसेस. मीन्स कि वो ये परसीव करते हैं कि शायद इसकी क्वालिटी भी लो है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, खाड़ी के ऊपर ही, इफ एवरेज क्लोथिंग इज सोल्ड एट द प्राइस ऑफ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, 8,000 रुपीज़ से 10,000 रुपीज़ की प्राइस रेंज एवरेज है. लेकिन इफ दे स्टार्ट सेलिंग एट 2,500 या 3,000 की कैटेगरी वो क्रिएट कर देते हैं, सो एक परसेप्शन ज़रूर जाएगा कि द क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट माइट नॉट बी दैट गुड. सो प्राइस play a vital role in attracting the consumers as well. So second P of marketing is price. थर्ड, प्लेसमेंट स्ट्रैटेजी। प्लेसमेंट क्या है कि दिस इज वेयर द प्रोडक्ट इज सोल्ड। ये शॉप भी हो सकती है, ये ऑनलाइन भी हो सकती है, और ये दोनों तरफ भी हो सकती है। यानी कि टॉकिंग अबाउट मल्टीपल आउटलेट्स, मल्टीपल शॉप्स इज अ प्लेसमेंट स्ट्रैटेजी। And then selling online is also a placement strategy. For example, talking about uh, any food brand in Pakistan, like Allpers, where they are going to sell their product, on which grocery stores they are going to place their product. Are they going to sell it online as well? So this is called as a placement strategy. Where do you place the product? Recall करें तो हमने डे वन स्टार्टिंग में हमने एक बात की थी about the business. We said that if it is seen, it is sold. If it is not seen, it is not sold. So point is कि हमने अपनी प्रोडक्ट की विजिबिलिटी को इंश्योर करना है इन प्लेसमेंट स्ट्रैटेजी, दैट इट मस्ट बी सीन एट मैक्सिमम प्लेसेस टू द कस्टमर. अब सीन स्ट्रैटेजी में यू कैन एडवर्टाइज, एंड सीन स्ट्रैटेजी में यू कैन प्लेस द प्रोडक्ट. जब when you are going to every grocery stores, and in every other grocery store you are seeing Allpers placed at a premium place or a visible place, someday you may start thinking, okay, let's try it. Every other day I am seeing this brand, let's try this and see what happens. So this let's try this is basically the success of the placement strategy, not because of advertisement but because of placement. Then the fourth P, promotion. Now be careful. When we are using the word promotion, that means advertising and sales promotion both. What do you mean by advertising? When you are selling it on television, radio, social media, in short, ads is called as advertisement. What is sales promotion? 20% off, Black Friday, White Friday, Green Friday, end of Eid sale, before Eid sale, Ramzan sale, Christmas sale. So all of these are called as sales promotion strategies. So advertisement and sales promotion both together are called as promotion strategies, right? So both together are called as promotional strategies. So all of these four P's, product, price, place, promotion, the four P's needs to work together. Just like a cake recipe. If one ingredient is wrong, the whole cake might not turn out well. The same is true for the marketing mix. If one P is off, it could affect the success of the product. So you have got a very good product, very amazing product, but your pricing strategy is not good. It will kill the product. If your product is good, your price is good, but your placement strategy is wrong, it may ruin the brand image. All three P's are good, but you don't advertise your product fairly, again, you will lose sales. So, point is, all four P's joined together creates a final recipe for the business. And in this chapter, our focus will be on the product mainly. So, let's move ahead with the detail of the product. So the first thing, which would divide the types of the product, which we have considered earlier as well in the initial chapters. So we divided the product and services in two different categories. We talked about consumer products, and then we talked about producer products. So we had already discussed that consumer products are those products which are for the personal use of the consumer. So for example, bread, clothing, this is the consumer product. But what is the producer product? The producer products that the businesses buy to use in their operations. It could be raw material, it could be machinery, it could be office supplies. So this is called as producer product. But there are some products at the same time, which can be consumer and which can be producer. For example, computer system or the laptops. If it is purchased by us as an end consumer, it will be called as consumer product. But at the same time, when these computers or laptops are purchased by universities, colleges, schools, it become as a producer product. So there might be some products which can behave both like consumer and producers. But there are some products which can either be consumer or it can be producer. For example, trucks. Trucks are not made for the consumers. It is made for the businesses. Commercial vehicles are made for businesses, not the consumers. Corporate banking is made for the corporate sector, business sector, not the consumer sector. Similarly, consumer banking is for the consumers and consumer, which is called as consumer service. So, similarly, just like the consumer product and service, a consumer product and producer product, consumer service and producer service are exactly the same. Consumer service is for the end consumers. For example, life insurance, hairdressers are dealing with the consumers. But what about producer service? For example, repair and maintenance services of the buildings are mostly adopted by the businesses. Group insurance is mostly adopted by the businesses. It is not for the individuals. Similarly, corporate banking is for the businesses, not the individuals. So we have divided the product and services into two categories: the consumer product and service, and then producer product and service. Moving ahead with the first main element of this chapter, the developing of a new product. What do you mean by development of a new product? It is a process of creating a new item or a service to sell to the customer. It starts with an idea and then grows and changes until it is ready to be sold. So we will see that what are the stages of a product development in detail, but generally saying, development starts with an idea until it is ready to be sold to the markets. Now, for example, if a business keep on offering new products, for example, the big brands like Nestle, Unilever keep on coming with the new products every other day. What is going to be the advantage of it? I will quickly go through that. Number one, meeting consumer needs. So, new products can be designed to meet the changing needs of the consumers, which leads towards increased sales and customer loyalty. A customer is demanding a different type of a product which is not available in the market. If your business starts offering it, that leads towards more sales and consumer loyalty. You will remain competitive if you keep on offering something new to the consumers. You will be than your competitors. Expansion in the market, that means increase in growth, increase in sales, just like point number one. And innovation, developing new products encourages innovation and creativity within the organization. That if you keep on introducing new products, each and every employee will try their level best to introduce new and innovative products to the markets. Everyone in the business will work in the creative section or will work in the creative direction or innovative direction. And increased profits, obviously. More sales leads to more profits at the end of the day. But there are some limitations of developing the new product as well. First, high cost. What do you mean by high cost? Developing a new product can be expensive. It can put financial strain on the company. Expensive, why? Because when you are going to develop a new product, first thing you are going to do is the market research. After doing the market research, you will try to identify the needs of the customers. Okay, fine. You got the needs of the customers. Then what? You will have to work on the formula to create a product. That how you can create the product according to the demand of the consumers. Then you will have to train your employees to launch a new product. So Developing a new product seems easy, but it comes with a huge cost. The cost of market research, the cost of developing a formula to develop a product, and then training your employees to manufacture that product. That is, all of these things comes with a cost. Second, market uncertainty. There is always a risk that a new product might not be accepted by the market. You have done a market research. Most of the people say, yes, we like this product. We want this type of product. But when you actually launch that product, people may or may not buy that. Market research can be biased. Market research can come up with the wrong results. It is a possibility, as we have discussed earlier. Time consuming elements. So, just like the cost, the third point remains the same, just like point number one. We always say that cost and time must be the same point until unless we don't have any other point left. Then time and cost can be separated. But generally, I say whenever you're talking about high cost, talk about time consumption along with it so that the analysis can become deeper and detailed. But if there is no other option, then time consumption can be picked up as a separate point. Regulatory hurdles. New product often have to meet the regulatory standards. For example, if you are offering a new type of product which is not available in the country, it is not like you develop a product and launch it in the market. You will have to apply for there is some regulatory requirements by the governments which you have to pass through. That product must be presented to the government authorities. They will be checking that product, they will be checking the packaging of that product, and then they will tell that if the product is useful for the people, then they are going to allow you to manufacture that product. So it's kind of a license you have to acquire before launching of a product. So there is always a regulatory requirement, and it is going to consume more time, more efforts, and this is going to delay the production as well. But because if sometimes government is not agreeing to this product getting launched, and you will have to spend more time in justifying that why this product is necessary for the people, it may delay the production at the end of the day. And the next thing, competition. New products can invite competition. This can lead to price war and reduce profit margins. You are introducing new product, your competitor will not stay back behind. They are going to launch their new product, maybe better than yours, because once you have launched a product, they may go to the market and conduct a market research after that, that what problems customers are facing in your product, and they may develop a better product than ours. So the level of competition may increase if the competitor is taking the right moves. So these are the limitations if a successful product is developed or if you are developing a new product. So far, any point that requires a discussion. All right, so the next element is what makes a product successful. So we want to launch a product. Is it going to be successful or not? This is $1 million question. So, what makes a product successful? And it is basically important for all of the future entrepreneurs. That means you guys. So, if you want to launch any product in the future, all of you who are doing some businesses online or seeing some of your relatives doing the online business, find out whether these things are available in the products or not. Number one, the product must be solving a problem. You're not selling a product just because you want to sell a product. It's not like that. Product must be solving a certain problem of the society. For example, a successful product often solves a problem and fulfills the need of the customer. For example, cream. Why was cream successful in Pakistan? But Uber was not successful that much, just like the cream was. What was the problem they solved? The convenience in the transportation. Because before cream, people used to hire the cab, the taxis. without any applications. Availability of the cabs was a biggest issue. Plus, the charges charged by the drivers were too high, were not stable. Then, Kareem solved this problem through the app. While sitting at our homes, we were able to call in the taxi driver and they came in, and even the fare was kind of a calculated one. So, this created a convenience in transportation. This is what they did in order to solve a certain problem. But after them, Uber came in. What problem Uber solved? The problem which was not solved earlier. Nothing. So that is why Uber was not that successful like Kareem, because before Kareem there was a problem which was solved by Kareem. But when Uber came in, they were not technically solving any other specific problem. Then there is another business, Bikeia. Bikeia is solving a problem for the people who want to travel through motorbikes. It's a cheap ride, especially for the male society. And then the people who want the delivery services, they want to order some food from the restaurants, etc. Alternative to the food panda, we can say. Especially that restaurant which is not available on food panda. Or if we want to send something to our friend or relatives, so we can hire a bikey again. So they were solving some problem. That is why they were successful. So the number one and most important thing in product getting successful, it must solve some problem. Second, it quality. We always talked about quality. It must be of a highest quality. It must be of a higher quality, or the quality must be according to the needs of the customer. Obviously, the last one. The quality must be according to the needs of the customer. It must not be very high. Obviously, higher the quality means higher the price. But it should be durable. It should be having a specific lifetime expected by the consumers. For example, if we are going to buy a battery of a mobile phone or of a laptop, and they tell us that you have got a warranty of 2 years, and if that battery works for 2 years and even for few more months, we are satisfied with it because we know that the battery life is going to be around 2 years. We are satisfied. But if somebody claims that this battery will go for like 10 years, but it went bad after like 5 or 6 years even, this time we are not going to say it's of a good quality because it was not often according to the expectation of the customer. So a quality, as we defined, it must be sustainable according to the desires of the customers. So if it is according to the desires, the product will become successful. Third thing, value for the money. A successful product offers good value for the price. For example, Q Mobile in Pakistan offers feature-packed smartphones at affordable prices. For example, whenever we are buying a product, one thing is always there in back end of the minds, that we always find out that whether we are getting the same value for whatever we are paid or not. Even if we're paying less, but if we're getting a value according to the price, we are satisfied. But if we are paying something but not getting what we have paid for, we are get dissatisfied. For example, on the ras.pk, we buy a product because in the pictures it looks very good, but when we opened the packet of that product, the product was not up to the same expectation, or it was not of the same size, same color, or there wasn't a similarity in its features. We may think that we have lost the money because we never bought it because of this thing. You can relate it with the quality, you can relate it with the face value of that product. So it must be a value for the money. Third, easy to use. A successful product is easy to use and understand. For example, the Raz.pk online marketplace in Pakistan has a user friendly website in the application. So, whenever we are buying a product, it must be easy to use. It must not be very complicated. Try to make it as simple as possible. We are not talking about technical machines, we are not talking about car manufacturers. Obviously, it must require some skill set, but talking about the normal product, it must not be very technical. It must be as simple as possible, easy to use. And then a brand reputation. A successful product comes with a brand that customers trust and respect. And we call about the reputation, we always use one word, which is called as a brand weight. What is a brand weight? Brand weight is basically whenever a brand like Nestle is offering a new product, we know that since Nestle is a good brand, it's a quality brand, the new product will be of the same quality. So, a brand reputation helps businesses out in making this new product successful as well. A quick recall. Number one, it must solve the problem. Number two, it must be of an optimal quality as per the expectation of the customers. Customers must know that they are whatever they are paying for, they are getting value for it as well. It must be easy to use and there must be a brand reputation. If there is a brand reputation, is going to help out at the end of the day. So this makes a product successful. Any questions so far? All right. So the next element is stages of the product development, the last thing of the day. So once want to develop any certain product, we have it has to pass through six different stages. Apparently seems easy कि जी product develop करनी है, एक आईडी develop करते हैं product बन जाएगी. It's not like that. First stage is generation of the idea. What do you mean by generation of idea? We always think of new product ideas. We are too good in it. So generation of ideas is basically the first step before developing any new product. After the ideas, we go towards shortlisting of idea. What do you mean by shortlisting of idea? We day and night we have got hundreds and thousands of ideas in our minds. But the idea which is going to be acceptable by the people is called as a shortlisted idea. For example, a Gul Ahmed might select few designs that may believe will be popular. So there are hundreds and thousands of designs available with Gul Ahmed. But which design idea they are going to implement, the one which they feel like will be popular in these days. This is called a shortlisting of ideas. Then analysis of idea. What do you mean by analysis? Analysis means if the idea is feasible and profitable only as well. They may use a break even analysis. We will discuss this break even in future, that what is going to be the profit on launch of this product, what is going to be the cost of this product, what is going to be the sale of this product. So all of the calculation based stuff is done in the analysis of ideas. All calculation, the cost of production, the selling price, the profit margins, the marketing cost. So shortlisting of ideas was about general shortlisting which might be acceptable by the consumers. But analysis of idea is the quantitative analysis, calculation based analysis, which we do to find out whether this product will be profitable or not. Then, stage four, if it is profitable, develop a prototype. What do you mean by prototype? When a business creates a sample or a model of the product. For example, Gul Ahmed might produce few shirts from their new line to see how they look and feel, and they may offer it to some of the customers and ask for their opinion before going for the full launch. So, prototype is a sample product which is created, a demo product, or a dummy product which is created earlier. After the dummy product, these products are tested in the markets. So, the shirts which the Gul Ahmed have made earlier, now they are going to showcase their new t shirts to a fashion show to gauge the reaction of the potential customers. Or they may give these t-shirts to 5 or 10 or 15 people according to their sample size, and they will ask for their opinions, that how does this look, what is the feel, how did they like the stitching, did they like the colors, etc. So after taking the feedback from the customers, doing the market research, they are going to finalize the product, make any changes to the product which is desired, and then they are going to go for a full launch. So see, we have got six different stages. Let's have a quick recall. The first stage, idea generation. Second stage, shortlisting of ideas. Qualitatively, not quantitatively. That consumers will accept or not. Third, analysis of ideas. Calculative analysis. Fourth, developing a prototype, a dummy, a sample. Test the market. Ask some of the people to give their responses after testing the product. And on the basis of them, we may change the product or upgrade the product. And after the upgrade, it is gone for a full launch of a product. So these are the six stages which we have to go through before developing or launching of any certain product. So any question so far? I think that is enough for the day. So tomorrow, inshallah, we'll be discussing about the role of packaging in the product. And then the next topic which we're going to discuss would be the important topic of this chapter, that is the product life cycle, the different stages of the product life cycle, just like the human life cycle. We have got the product life cycle. We'll be discussing that in detail as well, right? So that is it for the day. Inshallah, we'll catch up tomorrow with the next lesson.